Jack and I have our appointment at the same time, at the same place. So we're just gonna go together and be a vaccinated household. I'm pretty sure we're getting the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. So
hey, join the club. It's
Yeah.
awesome knowing that like I don't have to go back in and get a second one, you know?
yeah.
And it's not like I
that is
chose this one. It was just like what was available. So obviously like I'm going to take whatever I could get. But that is really nice to not have to go back in for a second one.
Yeah, we didn't choose one either because that can like set you back, you know? It's just like whatever's available, whoever it gives you like a choice of provider. We were just like, don't give a fuck, just as long as it's like within driving distance. So yeah, it worked out good. And I was able to cancel that one that I had scheduled for tomorrow because I feel like, I don't know, I still have some symptoms today, but I feel like by Monday I'll be good. So
be vaccinated, girlies.
Yeah, and just get somewhat back to normal. But
sorry, I gotta take my blanket off now. I'm getting really hot again. This fever is like not fucking going away.
Oh, I hope I don't get sick again. Did you see the Lil Nas video?
Like hell one?
Yeah, the Call Me By Your Name.
Yeah.
I love that.
How could I not after seeing it all over TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
But then like seeing that, I was like, oh, he's throwing it back. Like he's full dancing. So funny.
I love it. And I love all the memes.
Do you know when Katie's season of The Bachelorette starts?
Like June. I thought I saw it today.
Oh, okay.
It starts in like June.
I've been seeing a bunch of like spoiler alerts and stuff on my Instagram.
Oh, I haven't seen like anything about it. I just saw like one promo and it's just like her holding a rose. So I'm pretty sure that's in June. And then Bachelor in Paradise is in August.
Okay. Are you okay?
I'm getting really fucking hot. So can we jump in? Do you mind?
Yeah, let's jump in.
Skip more pre-show and just dive in.
Yeah, let's dive in. Well, okay, we'll just get through this lickety split.
I mean, there was really no other time we were gonna have to record and like get this done, especially with drinking. Like what, tomorrow night? But then that would have only left you a Saturday and Sunday. Like we really didn't have an option. It is what it is. Okay, we ready to record?
Yeah.
All right, in 3, 2, 1.
Buckle up,
because it's gonna be a long ride.
It's gonna be a wild ride.
No one cares, but we're gonna tell you anyways.
This is Popcorn Chats. Hydrate, and we're on your time. So if I'm like rambling, just tell me to shut the fuck up. You know, if you're like about to pass out, just give a little wave.
If anything, I might just take my pants off. Actually, right now, I have shorts on underneath my sweatpants, but I was so cold earlier that I like put sweatpants back on because I like needed to be in layers. But now that I'm like in layers, I'm really fucking hot. So actually, I'm just gonna slip my pants off here and take off my socks. But the thing is that my body is so warm. Like I was thinking about this, if I was on Survivor right now, everyone would want to be cuddling with me in that shelter because I would be a furnace for them.
Yes. Okay, I don't think we clapped, but it's fine.
Oh, do you want to?
No, let's just skip it for the day.
We're on the wild side today.
We're on the wild side. What's up, girlies? Welcome back to Popcorn Chats. I'm Katie.
And I'm MICHAE.
We're a little broken down, a little crusty McGusty today, but it's totally fine. We're back with another Drunk Disney. Bitch, it's been way too long.
It really has been.
What has it been, like months?
It's been a long time. Normally we do these monthly. Yeah, I think Cowbells was our last one.
That was in November. So we're back on the drinking grind talking about Miss Radio Rebel. And
guys, if you don't listen to this fucking episode, we're quitting. Because we did not sit through this movie to not have our listeners listen to it. So I swear, you better go right now on your Apple Podcast, subscribe, give us a 5-star rating and review on Spotify, download our episodes, follow Popcorn Chats, YouTube, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Because we did this for you guys.
We were unaware. Okay, so if you've been listening recently, we've been doing a little bit of some darker episodes. We had our Women's Month. We were talking about not dark stuff, but like hard-hitting, very intellectual, heavy things, right? And we were like, you know what? We need to lighten it up. We need a little bit of a breather. So we're like, let's just do a Drunk Disney, girl. We haven't done it in a long time.
and we were trying to think of what we should do. And now I'm just kicking myself looking back. I'm like, we had so many other options. Hannah Montana movie we haven't done yet. Why didn't we do that? Like more High School Musical ones. We're going to do those in the summer. So
we
we're
have Cheetah
pushing
Girls
those off.
3.
Understandable. More Cheetah Girls. Just so many better options. Princess Protection Program. Like literally anything but this. I don't know what came over me where I was like, we need to do Radio Rebel.
Because Katie pitched this one. Katie chose it.
I take full responsibility. I'm so fucking sorry. But listen, okay, we've never seen it. So I was like, maybe it'd be cool to do something that we both have never seen.
It had a resurgence on TikTok recently. Yes,
everybody was roasting the fuck out of Debby Ryan on TikTok. But even that didn't clue me into how horrendous this film would be. Awful.
So
yeah, you guys really need to listen to this episode and boost the fuck out of it. Tell your friends, download it, share it with your mom, dad, sister, brother. But we're also sickly. I'm coming off of an illness that is not corona. I got tested and I'm negative, but Jack was sick with a cold because he has baseball practice outside and sorry, I'm burping. And he got sick and then he got me sick. And so I've just been sick this entire week and I'm coming off of that sickness. So my voice is a little raspy and I sound a little bit sexy right now. Try not to be turned on, but
the phone sex operator voice that Debby Ryan uses in this. I'm Radio Rebel.
Bitch. Bitch, I had a note about that. We will unpack. But then also Michaela is sick as well because share the news, sis.
I did get vaccinated. Yes, everyone. I got vaccinated, but I am dead ass convinced that it's not the vaccination that is making me feverish. It is this fucking movie. It is the thing that pushed me over the edge and just brought me to sick territory. Yes, I did get my COVID vaccine yesterday, which was awesome. It was a drive-through clinic. Fucking cool. Like, it was awesome. It was down at the Alliant Energy Center. If you live in Wisconsin, you know where that is. It's like a big concert arena. And I was like, ironic. This is a full circle moment because one of the last things I did before the pandemic was go to a Chainsmokers and 5 Seconds of Summer concert there. And then that's where I got my vaccine. And it was super cool, super easy. Driving through, and I did get the Johnson & Johnson. That's the one that was offered to me. So I was like, yes, please inject me. And so I only have to get the one, but my symptoms have not been fun, but also go get vaccinated. These symptoms are so much more worth it getting the vaccine than if I would have gotten like full-blown COVID. No one in my family has had a reaction. They've all gotten different ones though. They've either gotten the Pfizer or Moderna one, and none of them had a reaction except for their arms were all really fucking sore. Like they couldn't even touch them. My arm feels perfectly fine, but I've had the worst fever I think I've like ever had. Last night, I could not stop shivering. I soaked through my sheets. Like it was disgusting. I was so feverish. And I've had a really, really bad headache that like doesn't go away, and like Advil and Tylenol don't help it. Luckily, that's like subsiding. Mostly like now it's just like a slight uncomfortableness in that. But my fever seems to want to linger, which is just not a vibe. It's fine. I'm really hoping that by like tomorrow morning I'm good, because then it'll have been like 48 hours at like 10 a.m. tomorrow. And that's normally how long your symptoms are supposed to last, or anywhere between like 12 and 48 hours. So fingers crossed. I'm so fucking pumped. And everyone in my family has gotten their first one or their second already. So we're about to be a vaccinated family.
Hell
which
yes.
is great.
Yes, and mine is scheduled for Monday, so as you are listening to this episode, I am on my way to get her in my system, and I'm so fucking ready. I'm so happy. I feel like now that the light is visible at the end of the tunnel, Michaela and I were talking about this, that like it's harder to stay in. Like I just literally want to be blacked out in an Applebee's right now so bad. Just the simple things, you know, that I miss. I don't need to be like at a club. We'll get there, you know, like we'll get back to that point. Get vaccinated if you are able to, which you should be now if you're 16
almost
over
everywhere
in Wisconsin. So do we have any more to check in about, or is that it?
Nope, that's it. I say we roll into this episode.
Yeah, we're rolling in. Michaela is is half dying, so we're just gonna steamroll through it.
Do you mind if we pause quick and I go and change into a t-shirt? Because now I'm like fucking roasting in this sweatshirt.
Girl, go do it. Let's talk about Miss Radio Rebel. I have no organization to my notes.
I don't either.
I say we just go through it.
Dude, I thought about that. I'm like, should I organize these? And I'm like, literally no.
I do not want to spend any more brain power on this movie. I have nothing left to give to this film. Absolutely nothing. This was by far the worst Disney Channel original movie I've ever seen.
For sure. So first I was like, is it because it's like a later age Disney Channel original movie? Because it did come out in 2012. So I'm like, okay, that was after Katie and R's time. In our time. I, as a grown-up, am a huge fucking fan of the Descendant movies. Like, those movies are bops. And those came out, 2 years after this. They aren't, so I don't really think it can be blamed on, new era Disney. This one is just fucking atrocious. And whoever got this script greenlit, and then the fact that they made this movie, they should never be allowed to make another thing.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of embarrassing certain Disney Channel stars that they try to throw a Hail Mary pass into fame. You know what I mean? Why not every person needs a recording contract? Why did Mitchell Musso have to have a little singing stint?
You know, a movie I just thought about that we for sure have to do that it's a good one is the fucking Jump Rope movie with Corbin Bleu and Keke Palmer.
Okay, that shit's actually good.
We have to cover that one.
See, we had so many other options. We had so many other options that I don't know why. But I just feel like everybody had a movie, like Hatch and Pete, that kid from Good Luck Charlie. Why do we have all of these fucking, no, not everybody needs their own little storyline. And it's just, Debby Ryan, I'm so fucking sorry, but absolutely not. Your peak should have been a supporting character on The Sweet Life on Deck, the supporting character on a spin-off show. That is as high as you're ever going to go. I'm so sorry, but you did not need this movie. Movie did not advance society, humankind, art, anything at all. This, if anything, it brought us down. It brought us back.
Backtracked us. Mm-hmm.
And Michaela, you said something to me that was so fucking true. And it really just resonated with my soul. You said that you would rather watch After's one thing. But the kissing booth, because the kissing booth you and I both hate. Mm-hmm. We're both in agreement that shit is fucking garbage. But I totally agree with you when you said that you would rather watch the kissing booth. 1000% the kissing booth is a better movie than Radio Rebel.
I would rather watch the kissing booth every day and pay attention. No phone, no distractions. Watch it scene by fucking scene. I would rather watch the kissing booth, 1 and 2, every single day for a whole year, rather than just watch Radio Rebel 2 more times.
I agree.
This movie is scum. It was painful to watch. I literally took a break watching it because it was so bad.
I took several breaks. I felt like it took me an entire day to watch. I texted you, I was like, I'm still not through this movie. I don't know how, but it feels like I have been watching this for 5 hours and I have a half an hour left. What the fuck?
Unnecessary in the dictionary is this movie next to it as its picture. Yes. It gave me the fever. It was not COVID. It really did me in. I did not start having a fever until after I finished this, and then I was like, fuck, man.
Oh my God. I will just say, I like the concept of a secret identity. Okay, that trope, it's fun. It does work. And that's literally the only thing about this whole movie that works, is the trope that I feel comfortable with. The only good thing about this was there were so many tropes that I just felt comfortable because everything else was so uncomfortable and so cringe. That's very rare for me, that a movie is so cringe to the point where I need the tropes to grasp onto to get me through it. And that's
fucking Trevor is better dialogue than this whole ass movie.
Absolutely. But I just felt like I've seen this before. Gossip Girl, Lady Whistle Down, Moxie. We just did an episode on very similar. I can cling to it, but I just really don't understand, why is she a rebel? Why is this principal so up in arms?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why is she being expelled? For what?
For what? You did this for what? Because she brought a van to the parking lot at lunchtime?
She told people to wear red on a random day, which, like, how many times did we do that in high school? Like, wear red for this random ass thing.
Yeah.
Wear fucking pajamas for this random ass thing.
If that's rebellious behavior, then Katie and I could be classified as delinquents when we were younger.
We could be classified as fucking felons. What does it mean? What's the punishment for just getting up and walking out of class?
Katie
Let
do
me
that
know.
all the time.
Let me know.
Oh, shit. First, okay, this is no tea, no fucking shade. I love a Cinderella story. But the beginning, for some reason, that, like, very first opening shot and, like, little montage of people on their cell phones and stuff, I don't know why that gave me, like, very Cinderella story vibes for a moment. I think it's, like, when they're texting and then you, like, hear all the phones ring and they're, like, looking around trying to see who might be getting their message. I don't know. Did you catch that at all? Did it remind you of that whatsoever? It was a very random thing, but...
It didn't in the moment, but now that you say that, yeah. And I just feel like that's so awkward. Like, watching, I don't know. I like watching movies back from, like, the early 2000s or, like, early to mid 2000s where everybody has, like, MP3 players and, like, flip phones and stuff. But I don't know. It's just awkward. The fashion is...
Once again, how did they have jobs? How was anyone employed under the Disney Channel styling budget? And the hair, no.
Yeah.
No,
The Morp hair.
The Morp. Oh my god, dude, wait.
Come as you are. No makeup, just vibes. Like, okay.
It was literally painful when they said Morp.
I was resonating with the girl that was like, if we're not, like, getting dressed up, what's the point? And I was like,
I was with her.
Absolutely. I was like, if you took away everything from prom, it's just getting together outside of school.
Yeah, it's a hangout.
Why the fuck would I want to do that with any of these yahoos that I'm going to school with? Absolutely not. Prom, like, everything that the villain was saying was absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Prom is a rite of passage. If you don't want to go, don't fucking go. No tea, no shade. If you don't want to go to prom, that's totally fine and valid. It's not everybody's thing. But listen, I want to get done up. That doesn't make me a villain. That doesn't make me a bad person. Sharpay just wanted to be the star in a musical because she's devoted her entire life to being good for the drama department. Why does Disney villainize mostly women for just wanting the shit that they want?
And wanting to wear a nice dress, wanting to look pretty, wanting to get your hair done, your makeup done, your nails done. Like, that does not make you an evil person. So, like, no one does that.
Stacey, you are so valid.
Yes. I mean, the opportunity to, like, get dressed up all fancy right now sounds very appealing because I haven't worn anything besides the sweatpants and a t-shirt for the past year. So would I like the opportunity to make myself feel good? Fuck yes. So the quote-unquote mean girl in this had nothing but points.
Yeah, I don't think Stacey deserves to be demonized for literally just wanting to go to prom like everybody else does.
I'm sorry, but you named it Morp. I'm done. Jail.
Yeah, when she's like, backwards. Don't you see? Backwards. It's like, Debbie, just stop it. Debbie's the worst.
She really is.
I want to see Debbie and Joey King duke it out.
I would love to see them in, like, a Freaky Friday movie and just watch them butcher the absolute shit out of it.
Do not do my Freaky Friday like that. Absolutely not. You will not degrade that amazing fucking story.
They've got to do something together. And see, okay, people... So Katie and I have a cringe series on the podcast where we purposely watch movies that we know are going to be cringy, but we watch them because we enjoy the cringe. And, like, The Kissing Booth, we watch, but we, like, enjoy the cringe after we watch. But again, it's, like, the good kind of cringe. It's like 50 Shades kind of shit. But this was just cringe on, like, a so uncomfortable, not entertaining, and painful way. It's not even fun cringe to watch.
I don't like. We weren't even prepared for it. Like, I was prepared. My expectations were not managed with this at all. I was prepared going in thinking like a Disney Channel original movie. So obviously I'm not like having my Oscar nominated film filter on. I had some level of like, okay, I know that this isn't going to be fucking good masterpiece. I was not prepared for how fucking shitty this is. Like, at least with our cringe series stuff like 50 Shades and all that, there are certain moments that are like visually pleasing, entertaining
moments that are good.
Yeah, but there is none of that in this.
No.
There's nothing.
Absolutely none. Nope. It's all trash.
The shy girl that she's trying to be.
She couldn't even talk to that girl's face when she first showed up to the recording studio. She had to talk to a locker. Are you serious?
It's like knockoff brand Kristen Stewart. And the plaid and the beanie.
It was a moment. It really was a moment.
And the two dudes that she's friends with.
Okay, no. Those twins' sole purpose in this movie was to be horny. That was it. That was their only purpose whatsoever. Just showing how teenage boys can't control themselves. Like,
it's so obvious right from the get-go that she's Radio Rebel. How does nobody know that it's her with that voice?
Hey, Radio Rebel.
Oh, no, thank you. Absolutely not.
Also, when she couldn't even write a squiggle on the board without, like, freaking out. I get it. Like, being put on the spot, getting called on in class, that can be nerve-wracking. Social anxiety is totally a thing. But the fact that this girl can't even write a squiggle on the board and then can't even talk to someone's face on a locker, but then she's running around the school talking to, like, everyone else. I'm just like, pick a lane. Pick a lane. Keep it consistent or don't do it.
That's what I'm a little bit sick of with Hollywood and Disney Channel and just everybody in general. In any other fucking circumstance, these people would be the most popular kid at school. Mm-hmm. So I'm so over it with being like, this pretty girl in glasses is a nerd. Debby Ryan is trying so hard to act shy and uncool, and it just comes off as kind of fucking offensive, to be completely honest. Because it's like, if I had to get up in front of a class right now and talk, I would be shaking in my boots. And it just feels a little bit rude. I felt like we were not accurately represented as two women who have a show where we talk and influence some people. I just feel like Radio Rebel was just fucking stupid. And the radio industry is a dying industry, no offense.
Someone called in and was like, you helped me demand that I get a raise from my boss. I can tell you with absolute certainty that if Radio Rebel was a thing, they would not be inspiring me to go to my boss at my job right now and be like, I deserve a raise. Like, Radio Rebel is not doing that for anyone. And like the fact that she's she's not convincing a grown-up to do that.
I feel like they didn't spend enough time establishing the persona of Radio Rebel. They jumped right into, like,
she's successful.
Debby Ryan is a shy girl. I feel like they really overplayed establishing her as a shy girl, which that's where they shot themselves in the foot, because you don't really need to do a whole lot with that. Like, it's not that hard to depict somebody as shy. Having everybody obsess over Radio Rebel, and it's like, okay, why does everybody care so much about Radio Rebel? Like,
this movie was just stupid on so many levels.
Yeah, I feel like I'm giving it too much, by even, like, trying to dissect it. I'm just like, it doesn't even deserve that.
I feel like I'm getting dumber talking about it. Again, no shade, no tea to the actor in this who played the love interest, because I'm not trying to attack anyone's personal appearance, because fucking clearly. However, the fact that, like, everyone in this school is once again obsessed with this dude, I'm kind of confused. He's no long blonde-haired man from the Cheetah Girls or Zac Efron or the Joe Bros. And I feel like they kind of knew that with this movie, that they were like, they're extras in this movie. You could tell they seemed like literal teenagers, because they had that look. They had that teen look, not like in High School Musical where all the extras look like Hollywood actors playing teenagers. These all just look like they literally walked into a random school with Debby Ryan and was like, you're gonna play her boyfriend, you're gonna play her friend, you're gonna be the horny twins. Like, I swear that's what they are.
Okay.
So sorry, no shade, no tea to the main man. He just was very average in terms of, like, Disney Channel original movie actors. Yeah. Am I wrong in saying that? I probably am. That's very offensive. I'm so sorry.
No, it's not offensive. I guess I didn't think that everybody was obsessed with him. I thought that he was also kind of like a wallflower somewhat, like had a bit of a personality. But then, because his friend was like, oh, Stacy wants to talk to you, like, you love her or whatever. He came off as kind of a nerd, and also they're like this band that nobody knows about.
Yeah.
But then Radio Rebel kind of, like, understands his music and is like, okay, I'm going to play this on the radio. And then people start to like him. But he's, like, not about that. because he wants to be the real him, which I don't even know what that means. Like,
sir,
you're gonna write a song, I'm So Fly. I thought that was a good song.
Kind of
I was into it. I was low-key into it, and also I thought his friend was really hot. I don't know if that's... I really like his friend, his douchey friend, whatever.
Agreed.
Yeah, I didn't think that his song that he wrote about being himself... Like, I don't even know what you mean by that. Like, what are you holding back? Like, what are you not able to share with the world? Poor white dude. Like, I don't know what you're not able to share with the class. It's not like you're Troy Bolton basketball star who's like conflicted, you know? It's just like, you can't just say like, oh, I can't be the real me. It's like, you can't just say that. Like, you have to show us what he means. Like, I don't understand. It's like, oh, the real you doesn't like the stuck-up bitch. And, like, your douchey friends. Oh, wow. That's so original.
Groundbreaking shit.
Pretty sure nobody likes people like Stacey and your friends being mean to you,
but also your friend is more entertaining than you are.
Go off. And they're like, this is the rock star lifestyle. It's like... Bro, and he's like, this isn't for me. It's like, y'all are in a fucking suburb of America. Like, this is not rock star lifestyle. And also, Radio Rebel is not like this famous thing. I don't know.
How does Radio Rebel have more listeners than us?
Dead ass.
Yes. The disrespect to the janitor was so real.
He's my standout.
Standout star.
I love him.
Yeah. He's just trying to do his fucking job, cleaning up a school after a bunch of teenagers who make a mess everywhere and don't think about anyone but themselves. And then they kick him out of his office.
Yeah.
And they have the audacity to get annoyed when he just tries to get his broom. Like, I'm sorry, he's trying to make a minimum wage job probably work for himself. Hello, Jack. Probably make a minimum wage job work for himself on a janitor salary. Fuck off, you little teeny boppers. Steal in his office. Let him have his space. Let him do his job.
Yeah, I just don't understand why everything has to be so fucking dramatic. Like, when she doesn't show up for the drama assignment, like, and he's just like holding the back of his head like, damn it.
Oh my
it's
God.
Like, who fucking cares? Like, I don't know anybody that would be this upset about it. It's like, she's not the girl I thought she was. It's like...
Let me tell you, dude, you are in for a ride if you think that this is the end of the world.
Oh my God.
Oh, I did look up all of the actors. Not up to much. I think Debby Ryan is still the most well-known off of this. I don't know what Debbie's doing, but hope she's doing great. Everyone else really has done nothing, but I can't say that I'm surprised.
Neither am I, and I'm honestly surprised that Debby has ever gotten work after this.
Would you rather cast Debby Ryan in your movie or Joey King in your movie?
Joey King.
But also, you're right on that.
I mean, Joey, like, at least she has the act. Yeah.
No, but okay, Debby, I will say this. I did definitely use her haircut to go into my hairstylist when I got bangs a few years ago because I really liked her bangs.
Yeah, she did have a really good
Not the bangs from Radio Rebel, but like her real life bangs
her blonde bang,
where they were like kind of off to the side a little bit, like a little curtainy, but a little straight across. They were really cute. And I have kept those pictures still because I would definitely tell my hairstylist for that same haircut again because it did look really cute. And I do think she's very pretty.
Say what you will, but she did start the entire TikTok trend of like pushing your hair behind your back.
Yes.
Of your ear.
So we can shit on Debby all we want, and she is still farther along in life than we both are.
Yeah.
So as we say, everyone, take everything that we say with a grain of fucking salt because we can dish it out, but we're also dishing it out from our apartments in the fucking Midwest. So
I do want to see a parody of this movie made into something about a phone sex operator. When she said, or no, when he asks her at the end, like, should I call you Tara or Radio Rebel? And she's like, I'm both of them. Like, does that not? I want that to be the end of a movie about like a phone sex operator where the guy like falls in love with the phone sex operator and he like divorces his wife because of this phone sex operator that he falls in love with.
Why do I feel like that's a book or a movie? That,
well,
like,
it's kind of like Pretty Woman.
Falls in love. Yeah, kind of. But I swear to God, it's like
I think it's also an episode of Family Guy.
Oh, For a Good Time Call. That's what I'm thinking of. Do you remember that movie?
No.
Do you remember this?
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It came out in 2012. Same year as this.
Oh my god,
Tea.
conspiracy theory.
Tea.
We find out the same person who wrote
Who wrote this? The director, screenplay, Lauren Miller and Katie and Michae. No, because I think those are the two actresses, so I don't think they made it. No, but I am pretty sure. But Katie, I would love to see your take on it because I would be very interested to see that.
What do you take away from the cheek kiss at the end? Why not just full go into that with a real kiss? Is that written into the contracts? Is that like Disney, parental guidelines? Like, why did Troy and Gabriella not kiss until the second movie? What's your take on that?
How old were they? They might have been younger, but so I did look, or I think I calculated their ages right, but we all know how I am at math. Don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure Debby Ryan was 19 doing this movie, and I remember looking up the ages of the other actors during this, trying to figure out, I'm like, how old were these people having to do this bull crap? And I'm pretty sure they were all like 19 or over. They were all like between the ages of like 19 to 22 or so. Which, first of all, sad. So I don't think it would have been because like maybe one of them was underage. Because like I don't know if maybe in High School Musical, Vanessa Hudgens or Zac Efron was maybe under the age of 18 or something. But then there are people younger who kiss on screen. Like Miley Cyrus, I think, was in the last song and was like kissing Liam Hemsworth when she was like 16 or something. But I don't know. I guess I didn't read too much into it. I think at that point I was just so happy that the movie ended that I didn't give that a second thought, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I was just like, are they going to actually kiss or not? I was like, I'd rather you just not even kiss at all.
Yeah.
It wasn't even over then. The little move towards the camera at the end where they're all like, woo, woo, woo. No. Just walk out of the TV and shoot me in the face. Why don't you?
Even the iconic part of her doing like the hair thing, that was so, like that was even more awkward in the film than just the clip itself. Which like it shouldn't be. When you have context, it should make the clip better. But it didn't. It made it worse. What the fuck was this film, Katie? Dude, I'm about to disrespect you, and I'm sorry, but there was this one scene where the twins were in that, like, cardboard box for some reason, and one of them popped out and was like, this cardboard is inflaming my eczema. Do you have any aloe vera? And I was like, that's Katie as hell.
Okay, but also aloe vera, I'm allergic to aloe vera, so they can fuck off with that.
But would that not be you being like, this is inflaming my skin?
Yeah, that would be me.
Katie, I kind of honestly just have one more question because that's all I had for this fucking movie. So their thing was, what are you afraid of? Say it out loud. So Caitlin Murray Healy, what are you afraid of?
Oh my god, I don't even remember that part.
You don't?
No.
They're all calling, and then she goes out and screams on the roof.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And it's like a boy. Like, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what did she say?
You probably blocked it out of your memory.
What did she say? She's like, I'm afraid to be the real me.
Something like that.
What did her friend say? It was just like, I'm afraid of seahorses or something. That bitch needs to get out. I'm so sick of that trope too. The whole like random ass friend who's like just loud and quirky. Get out. What am I afraid of? I don't know, like failure. Like disappointing people and like wasting time, I guess.
Fair.
I don't know. That's really deep. But yeah, like wasting my life, not living it the best way that I can, I guess. Totally. I get really paralyzed with like decision making, I'm always like, I'm really afraid of regret because when I realize that I made the wrong decision, I feel that really deep, and it's like the worst feeling when you realize that you made the wrong decision. So I'm afraid of that, like making the wrong decision. I get really like freaked out with big decisions. Totally. What are you afraid of? Drowning.
I am afraid of drowning. The ocean in general. I sent this other clip to Katie the other day. This TikTok of this giant ass blue whale. Dude,
that was too big.
It wasn't it. That is terrifying.
It was a little bit unsettling.
Save the oceans. Like, we need them
please.
And protect all the creatures in them, but I don't ever want to see them. I don't want to know anything about the ocean. The ocean makes me so uncomfy.
Why do we even go to the ocean, period?
I don't know.
Like, we could just save it all. Yeah, leave it alone.
terrifying. You
Oh my
cannot tell
God.
me that, like, Moby Dick doesn't actually exist, because I swear it has to. Like, we've only
Oh.
seen, what, 2% of the ocean? Mermaids
Miss
or some
Loch
shit
Ness?
has to be real. Like,
Yes, Miss Loch
There's-
Ness for real. Ariel
Yes.
for real.
there's so much shit in there that I never want to find out about. And I don't know why all of a sudden on TikTok I've been getting all these, like, undersea exploring
Ooh,
videos,
no,
and like
no.
one from like some scuba divers that heard this noise, and now one of them has disappeared, and one of them like says that they heard this really scary noise. Dude, the video's horrifying.
Dude,
And
don't
I
send
just-
that to me. I don't
I
want to be on
won't.
that side of TikTok.
It's scary. And that blue whale video, I was like, cool that exists, but I don't want it near me. So I'll go with the ocean. There are things, I have like a lot of crippling fears,
Mhm.
but the ocean is like a good one. And drowning. Yes, I'm very scared of drowning. Just dying of lack of oxygen in general is like my biggest fear, because I feel like that's a really slow death.
Dude,
And like the panic of knowing that you're like going to die if you don't get air.
yeah,
That's
knowing
scary.
that you're gonna die, like knowing that it's coming. Apollo 13, can't watch that movie.
Oh, I love that movie.
I fucking hate it. And Titanic, biggest anxiety attack ever.
Bro, I haven't even watched
I mean,
that
I love
full
it. I
movie.
power through that movie because it's really good. But like, dude, I remember the first time watching that movie with my mom. It was on TV, and
I think we should
anxiety.
cover the Titanic at some point, because I've never seen the full movie. I've never seen the first half.
Oh my god!
Because I've only seen it on VHS when the boat sinks, so it's in the 2 parts, and I only ever watch the second
Right.
part when they're sinking and not when they're
alive and well.
like alive and well. Maybe
Falling
that's
in
why
love.
I am like I am.
Honestly,
But-
Michaela is the way she is because she's only seen the second half of the Titanic.
That propeller, for some reason, that propeller gives me absolute chills. I even remember a couple summers ago, my family went up to like Door County or something, and we went kayaking. And first of all, my brother cannot kayak, so all we did was fight because we were in a dual one, and he sucked at it. And then he said it was my fault, and then we switched partners, and then my dad and my brother couldn't get anywhere either. And I'm like, who's the common denominator in this situation? We paddled past in our kayaks some like giant docked ships, and it was horrifying. I didn't want to go near them whatsoever. I don't know what makes me so uncomfortable about ships, like giant ones. Like Katie, your family's boat, fine. That does not bother me. I can stand next to it and not feel an ounce of anxiety. But those giant ass ships, like even just the sides of them, they make me so uncomfortable. I can't even explain what it is, but I like almost panic when I'm near them. And I don't like it. I don't like anything to do with the ocean. I'd like to watch. I own it now. I bought it at Family Video because when we were closing, because I was like, I know I want to see
You
this
and I
at some
should
point.
watch the full thing together.
That'd be fun.
When it went back to being in theaters, it was like the 100-year anniversary. Maybe, I don't know, that could be completely wrong. But it was like some anniversary of it, and it went back in theaters. Whenever it went back in theaters, excuse me.
What?
Oh, they're fishing.
In
Somebody
your little pond.
It is not a pond. It's a lake. Everybody calls it a pond. It's a lake, okay? No, they're fishing. I thought somebody just threw garbage into the lake, but they're just fishing. Also
didn't
today,
know.
somebody was shooting at the geese in the lake.
Are you
And-
serious?
Yeah, and I was like,
That's
hey,
so mean.
Yeah, I was like, hey, leave them alone. And anyways, yeah, we should cover the Titanic on this pod.
I saw the Titanic Museum when it toured around years ago. My family went, and it was really cool. And they gave you like a little boarding ticket at the start to like be a passenger, like a real passenger, all the way as you go through. And then at the end, you like find out your fate. And my mom and I both lived because we were first class ladies. But my dad and my brother were both third class passengers and both died.
Yeah, I think I remember you telling me that. I know there's like a permanent one in like on the Mississippi River or something. And they like chill the water to be the temperature of the water in the ocean.
Hi, Jack.
Thank you, baby. Can I have some
Oh, hi.
Do you want me to I'll just bring in a bottle.
Okay, thank you.
Did he make you frozen pizza?
Yeah.
Wait, so
Anyways.
they have like a display in there that you can touch the water that's the temperature?
Yeah.
That sounds
And it's like
unhygienic.
freezing radio.
How did we
waves.
get on this conversation?
I don't know.
That's how much we don't want to talk about this movie, that we will talk about literally
God.
anything else to avoid it.
if you haven't seen this movie, don't
Don't.
fucking bother.
It's literally not worth it. Like, there's not any form of entertainment to be had, only pain. I think my fever broke. I don't feel hot anymore, and I'm like a very comfortable temperature.
Oh, cute. Okay, don't jinx it. I have a question. I have a couple cute questions. So,
Okay.
if you had a secret radio ego or alter on-screen personality, you know, just any like alter persona that you were like displaying to the public that everybody like ate the fuck up, if you know what I mean, but then you got to be your normal self on the side.
Yeah.
What would your name be and what would your little shtick be, you know?
It sounds very like Hannah Montana-esque.
Right.
So choose anything that I would want to be and like I could be it.
Yeah, or like your persona. You like, what would you influence people to do?
Do you have an answer for this?
I don't think so.
Like, I'm trying to think, like, I don't necessarily have, like, a persona on, like, the pod. I obviously go by MICHAE, and, like, on my YouTube channel, I go by MICHAE, and on my TikTok, I do. But I don't know if that's necessarily a persona or more just, like, a nickname that's caught on, and, like, I've now just kept it consistent. And I've also thought that whenever I publish a book, I'm probably going to also publish it under the name MICHAE rather than Michaela. I don't really know why. I guess that just kind of keeps things consistent. Also, I do work like a regular 9-to-5 job, and I don't necessarily want like my full name attached to everything. Not that like anything that we say on here is like so out of bounds that I could like get in trouble at work. But I think it's just like professionalism, you know? I don't know what I would influence. And I don't know what my name would be. It'd probably be something stupid. I'm really bad at name. How the fuck did I name this podcast? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I can't name anything. I have 6 books in my head and none of them have a title. And I'm working on 3 of them and none of them have a title. I can't name literally anything. So I don't know. My name would be something dumb as hell that then would come back to bite me.
I like your alter ego MICHAE, or your like stage name MICHAE.
It kind of works.
It really does. And I like that I gave that to you by accident. It's so cute.
A pure accident. What would your name be, or what would you influence?
I don't know. Okay, so say like I had a radio show for my high school that everybody listened to and they were like vibing with it. And it was like a Gossip Girl thing. Like everybody subscribed to it or whatever. But it would be something like SP Tweets was or whatever, where it just like gave the dish on literally everybody. Because back in high school, I kind of, I'm not saying this to be like, oh, I was friends with everybody, but like I kind of had an in with every group, you know, like
Yeah. Katie's just a likable person.
Not even likable, just like, I think
You can
I'm
kinda
a
get along with
Pisces.
it.
I'm a
Okay.
Pisces. So people would just like verbally vomit around me and I would just be like, okay, I accept you or whatever, you know? So I just knew a lot of tea. So it would be something, I'm not saying that I was SP Tweets. Guys, if you did not go to our high school, which most of you probably didn't, but there was this like Twitter account called SP Tweets that just like aired all the tea about literally everybody. But I feel like I would be something like that because I knew a lot about a lot of people.
You'd be gossipy. Maybe if I had one now, mine would maybe just be an advocate to just do whatever you want to do and like whatever you like, especially like women. How Katie and I talk on this pod, how like things that women like are constantly invalidated in society or like made fun of or seen as less than. And I think I just want to like encourage people to just literally like whatever the fuck you want to like, watch what you want to watch, listen to what you want to listen to, read whatever the fuck you want to read. And that just because it's like something that's targeted at women doesn't make it bad. That would maybe be my thing. I think especially like in the book world, because romance is so like looked down upon because it's primarily written by women for women.
Yeah.
So then that like invalidates it somehow. Actually, you're just sexist.
I don't know what my name would be for anything, but if I had one now, it would be about like normatives, I guess, and just like really questioning why certain things are a thing.
Just why?
Like, just literally why.
And then I'd come on your show as a guest, and my answer to every why would just be, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Guys, I'm so fucking excited for Michaela to have It Is
I'm
What
gonna
It Is
put
merch.
that on a merch because on a merch. I'm gonna
On
put that
a
on
merch. Dude,
I'm gonna put that
yes.
on merch because we need that. That's what I'm going to make my neon sign be. Because I was going to do Excelsior, but I think that's actually going to be too hard. Although maybe not. I don't know. I feel like it is what it is. It's just like a lot of really straight, easy letters.
I'm excited.
I'm just Have you seen that one guy on TikTok? That like one kid who's like, things we need to get rid of because they are offensive. And it's like ridiculous shit. And like, it's all meant to be very funny, and it is. And he had one, and he's like, dentists, because they try to make your teeth straight, and that is a homophobia.
Oh my god.
It's really dumb shit like that. That's so very funny. Anyways, once again, how did we get on this topic? What other questions did you have, Katie?
Okay, my last question is fuck, marry, kill. And these are all people that are the how do I explain this? Like, just kind of like, again, the supporting cast. The people that did it, that were like climbing the ladder at the same time as the people who like evolved out of Disney that just like didn't evolve. You know what I mean? Okay. So fuck, marry, kill Debby Ryan, Selena Gomez, and Bella Thorne.
Okay, I'm gonna marry Selena Gomez because she seems like a really lovely person. I do like her. I don't think music is her forte, but I think she seems like a lovely person. I guess I would fuck Debby Ryan, maybe? Just because I can't with Bella Thorne. I just can't. So I got just... Bella, no shade, no tea. I'm sure you would say the same about me, so I really don't think there's any harm done there. What would you say? And we're not talking like them on Disney Channel, right? This is like Debby Ryan now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like Debby Ryan with this hair, I couldn't do. They really did her dirty, but I think she's very pretty.
Yeah, no, as they are now, no offense, kill Debby.
Okay.
Straight off the bat.
Fair.
I agree with you. I'd probably marry Selena. Just a stable choice, I guess. And then I would fuck Bella Thorne.
Okay.
Just to do it,
fair
you
enough.
know?
I was watching one of my comfort videos because I felt my fever coming on, and I was watching Machine Gun Kelly and Pete Davidson, their lie detector test with like Vanity Fair. That is one of my favorite videos that ever exists on the internet, and the whole time I'm watching it, I'm just like, why are you both so fucking hot?
Did I send you that TikTok that was like, Pete Davidson is ugly hot? I sent you that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because then it's like these people that are like hot ugly and then ugly hot. And they mentioned Adam Driver in one of them that is like ugly hot, and I'm like, exactly, like I'm not saying that he is like hotter than Bradley Cooper, who is like objectively a hot person, but like he is really hot too.
But then Noah Centineo is hot ugly.
And Channing Tatum, which I also agree
hot
with.
Ugly.
Because I remember when they did Logan Lucky together, everyone was like, how are you two brothers? Like kind of joking that like Channing Tatum was hotter than Adam Driver, and I'm like, excuse me.
Yeah, that TikTok really made a lot of sense to me. All right, well, should we wrap this fucking episode up?
Yeah.
Hey, girls.
I don't even know what there's left to say.
We're back. Honestly. I mean, the only thing left to say is support us, love us, send us all the vibes after this fucking doozy of a Drunk Disney episode. We did it for you. We talked about it. We watched it. We thrived. If this does not prove our love for the girlies, I don't know what else will. Next week, we're having another filmmaker on the pod. Miss Shelby Campbell is coming on as our guest. We didn't have a guest in March, and now we are making that up to y'all with a superb guest. She is a writer, director, living out in LA, and we love her. And she's coming on to talk, to chit-chat on Popcorn Chats.
Chatter. And then we will wrap out April with Shadow and Bone.
Hell yeah.
Which is going to be epic. I cannot wait for that.
And
I promise we'll do a better...
Girlies.
Yes, and I promise we'll do a better Drunk Disney in May. Also, how have we never done the Lizzie McGuire movie?
Oh my god, is that even a Disney Channel movie though?
No, but I feel like we can definitely still do it because the Hannah Montana movie is also not a Disney Channel.
Yeah, that's
that was released in theaters.
Yeah,
but I say we include it anyways.
Dude, let's do it. I don't know why we fucking chose to cover this movie, but girlies, it will never happen again. We are only doing DCOM royalty from now on.
Alrighty, as I said at the top of the episode, make sure that you are subscribed to us on Apple Pods if that's where you listen. Give us a 5-star rating and review. If you are listening on Spotify, make sure that you follow and download our episodes every single Monday. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell, like our videos. It boosts our engagement and that helps us out a lot. And if you're listening on any other platform, subscribe, download, listen, however you do it.
Yes.
And go get vaccinated when you can. All right, Lilas.
Lilas. Oh, wow.